I'm here with Saints head baseball coach Mike Davidson, and we're here in front of the Sharp Families Champion Center. And it was a year ago today that we basically did a tour over here, and it was nothing but an empty shell. The walls were up, but it was just a wall and no furniture or anything here. A year later, with changes in administration, we still had COVID, and then unforeseen circumstances. It took a while to get it, but we're now finally there, Mike, and we've got some walls and actually got some showers. It actually looks like a facility, right?
Yeah, it's exciting to see it all finally come together. And electricians here today, and got plumbers coming in tomorrow. And like you said, there's actually walls and stuff you can kind of tell where everything's going to be and how it's going to space out. So it's exciting to see here in the next 6 weeks all this come to fruition for us.
And we're sort of looking at a due date this time. Hopefully it won't take another year, but we're looking at basically sometime in January, middle to late January, right?
Yeah, right now expected date is we're trying to shoot for around January 20th if everything goes right. But there's been delays with shipping and trying to get things and doors and all the above. So we'll shoot for that date and we'll take it as soon as we can get it. We're not going to complain at this point. We're just excited to see it being finished and getting done.
Okay, Mike, why don't you give us a little tour of what it looks like?
Yeah, so here we have a canopy where you come in underneath. The bus can pull in here if it's raining or bad weather, and all this will be rocked out front with the name and everything out front of it here. So there'll be kind of like a U-drive where the bus can pull in and pull out. As you come inside here into a foyer here, we're probably going to have something to do with All-Americans and things like that, kind of like we did in the gym with the touchscreen TV, where you can go in and see what All-Americans and stuff are going on, and it'll be playing through maybe some stuff with donors and thanking donors and all that. As you come into here, we have a reception area, which is full of showers right now, but actually it will be a reception area. There'll be a little desk here and some cabinets up on the back side as we go through. And then here we have our public restrooms for men and women on each side. So nothing in there right now, but just walls and stuff where you can see. We've got a big utility closet and storage. As you come around here onto the west end of the building, we have here with Saints softball, and with the ability to divide this room eventually where we can have 2 more locker rooms if we so choose to. If they do softball out at the softball field and make their clubhouse over there, then this will be able to be split. But it's a really nice room, big room here. And then we have women's restrooms for the teams. We have showers and stuff here on your right. This is just a big utility closet. We'll have bathroom stools, countertops and sinks all over there so that they can use it just right there, directly across from their locker room. And we basically just carbon copied it, so baseball will be the same way as we go. So hopefully here in the next day or so, showers will be going in and getting roughed in. And then we're down here in the back main hallway. If you go to the far west side here, we have a big message board on the outside of this wall where we can put up recruits and schedules, things like that when people are coming in. And then here we have our laundry room, where we'll have our own laundry room purposed for us. And then this will be one of the softball coaches' offices. I believe this is the head coach's office here. And then softball will be right next to it. Her assistant there. And then we have a locker room for the coaches. So we'll have a shower, bathroom, counter sink and all that, and then have the ability to put some lockers and stuff on this wall where we can have our own stuff. Keep it in here. So again, we basically kind of carbon copied as it goes through. This here is a meeting room that we have set up just so we can meet with recruits. We could use it as a video room, whatever. We'll have a big TV down on that end and have some couches and stuff down here. Be countertops along that wall. And we'll have a fridge down in that corner and stuff where we can just come in and meet with families, kind of be in our own little cozy environment, talk about scholarships and their young men and women, about coming here and playing for Seward County.
Great recruiting tool.
Yeah, great recruiting tool, man. It's nice to have that. This here will be the athletic training room for over here. On that wall, will be countertops. You'll have a dishwasher and all that to make sure we can wash water bottles and all that up, and sinks and countertops. And then we'll have tables coming this way with the Whirlpool machine over there close by. And we'll have a couple taping tables here and everything. So be nice to have our own facility here, training-wise, where our kids can come in and get treatment and do what they need to do. And that relieves a lot of pressure from Liz and them over there with 7 teams trying to get in and out of one building. We'll only have 2 teams operating out of this one. So will be very nice to have that with that part of it. And then here we've got a cutout for our water fountain, bottle filter, all that stuff goes in right there. And then we have a hallway coming up this way. So men's bathroom, same thing like it was on the other side. Showers here. We've got a janitor's closet and everything here. And then we'll have urinals and stools. And then we'll have 3 or 4 sinks over here. We'll be on a countertop inside there so that they can use that at their disposal and be directly across from their locker room. This is the men's baseball locker room. And we're working on trying to figure out how we're going to do it all right now, but plan on having lockers on both sides and then maybe turn the corners a little bit, trying to get 36 lockers in. And then on the back wall, we'll have some TVs mounted and we'll have some countertops and stuff back there with the fridge and stuff for the guys. And then we're going to lay down black rubber flooring in both rooms. And they've got some gray flake in it, but then we're gonna, in the baseball locker room, we're gonna cut out the SC like it is on our hat we use for baseball, out of green and white, and it'll actually be inlaid with turf. So it'll have a turf big SC in the middle of it. So I think it's gonna look really cool. I don't think anybody else has that around. I've never seen that. So trying to give it its own little personal touches and things of that sort. So we still got fire suppression to put drop downs in and put our ceilings in, but they're here pulling electric today and getting started. So if we go back down the back hallway here again, training room, you can see a little bit of that. They've got to do some drywalling there. This is Kitch's locker rooms for baseball. Assistant Kitch's office here for baseball. And then here is the head coach's office. That'll go in right here. So we have all have the big windows. So we get a little light, look in from the outside with that part. And then here is storage again. And also this will be used for some mechanical stuff that needs to go. But now you're also standing in the weight room here, which will be the Bixler family weight room. Matt Bixler, who our builder and stuff is, he has put all this together for us. And we've had to shrink it down a little bit due to some hallway things. We've made some adjustments so that we don't have people walking in and out all the time. But it's still going to be really big. It's about 35 by 40 overall. So we'll have power racks in the middle and our other weight benches and stuff around the corner going in and doing that part. So you can see this is kind of our staging room. These doors are going to come out and become glass so that we can see into the hitting facility. Mm-hmm. And then this window will be cut out here. This will be a plexiglass window where we can also see into the hitting facility. So if our kids are out there doing plyo stuff or we've got them out there working, we can see what's going on, plus what's going on here in the weight room, or vice versa. If we're out there, we can see what's going on here. So these are all of our lights and everything that are in. There's our flooring for our weight room. All that. Of course, when you came in, you saw the showers and the doors, and they're all stacked up out front. So we've got a little bit of everything going on. And then we'll have a big glass window here and 2 big glass doors coming out to open this part up. And then along the hallway along the front, here to make it. And then all these windows will be eventually, they'll screen them and stuff. They'll put some action stuff on them and let a little bit less light in, but we'll be able to see out and do that. So they've got some graphics that are going to go up on there. And then we're also going to use maybe this long wall here to kind of do some graphic stuff for baseball with All-Americans and people that have been player of the year and stuff. Once that gets sheetrocked up, our thought is maybe kind of having a timeline up of, we've had now 20 All-Americans now here. And so maybe doing something with the All-Americans, doing something with our player of the year. We've had Corey Patton, who was player of the year, player in the country with all that. So we've got some stuff like that we can put up to try to brand this place. It's going to take a little bit. It's not going to be something that's going to be done right from the very beginning, but we're excited to see the walls up and be able to see how everything plays out and kind of where everything's at. I mean, we've got a really, really nice locker room, big, large locker room, and it's going to be really nice to have our own weight room, be able to do what we want to do in there, and
Yeah.
again, relieve some pressure.
No, this is the first time that baseball will actually have its own facility, isn't it? With
Yeah.
locker rooms and such. So since you've been here, it's been, 20 or
23 years. Yeah.
You've been here. You could actually go in and actually change in your own locker room if you want to.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice. First time for baseball and softball to have their own place. I mean, softball has a little bit of a place over there right now where they changed the old concession stand, but it's really small. But yeah, since the college was built in 1967, this will be the first time that baseball is not dressing in the dorm and walking out to the field. So it'll be a little bit different, but long time coming. It's really something special. Again, we want to thank the Dunham family. Gary Dunham will, have the naming rights to our locker room and stuff with what he's done. The Sharp family and what they've done. Jay Hay and what he's done for us. There's several people out there that have stepped up, and Galen McSpadden and what he's done. This has been a long time dream of his, and he still today is helping us with it. So we appreciate that very much, and he'll be excited to try to get some guys back here. We're already talking about trying to have an alumni game next fall and try to bring everybody back so they can see this and see what's going on and bring back the former players. So hopefully we can get that all done. But first we've got to have a great season and hopefully win another conference championship and move forward.
Now, one of the things too is kind of nice is that one of the things that they've sort of needed that over here to actually open it up, somewhat for the community is to get those public restrooms in over there, so that if they really wanted to do some work, and you had to maybe the high school, maybe the BJ's using it out over there, they couldn't use it unless we had those bathrooms open, and that's why we haven't been able to do that. So it's not that we haven't wanted to, we just couldn't.
Yeah,
and now we can, and we can sort of give back a little bit and just how to just sort of use it, and it'll be great. I think it'll be a nice addition.
Yeah, it's just been one of those little snags that we had along the way to have occupancy and stuff of that. Occupancy for us was not a problem because it's our building, but occupancy to the outside, we had to have that. So once we get all that complete, then yeah, the high schools and stuff will be able to use it and do those things, and the BJ's will be able to use it, and we'll be able to use it for camps and things like that. And we've already talked about trying to do some stuff for the public here, do free early on before baseball gets started, maybe kind of get things excited and bring in some different groups on the weekend and offer a little kind of a free skills camp type for them. Let our kids work it and let them come in for a couple hours and just try to teach baseball and see if we can get baseball hyped up and get it going again around here.
Yeah, and just to be clear again, while they had the facilities, the hitting facility stuff had no bathrooms. So this was the part that we needed the bathrooms for. So it's not as if you needed the bathroom to use this facility, you needed the bathrooms to use the hitting facility.
Yeah.
So just sort of clarify that. It's like, well, you didn't know. It's what we needed the bathrooms for to use the hitting facility.
Yeah, it basically opens
Yeah.
up both facilities for us so that we can do it. So yeah, it's a great place, great facility, and it's a lot of work has gone into it, a lot of effort, but it's well worth it. And we're really excited for January 20th, or as soon as we can, to get in here. It'd be great to be here on the 20th because our kids will have been back to school for 1 week, and
Yeah.
then we'll get to move in and be in here before the season starts. But if that means it's March 1st, it doesn't matter. It won't be any less exciting. We'll be very excited to get in here when we can. And with that being said, we're still trying to pay for things and still trying to move forward. And so, we reach out to everybody too with this video if you can, or if you have a way to send us a few bucks to help us decorate and put in couches and office furniture and things of that sort. That's kind of where we're at. We got everything else paid for, but just trying to furnish it, lockers and everything for the kids. So you can go to the website www.sccc.edu. If you go down to the bottom, there's a button there. If you go online, it says Give Now. You can click on the Give Now button, and then it asks if you want to give to athletics or where. If you click athletics on that button, you can go to the Sharp Champions Center, and then you can pick amount. There's some click buttons there for 50, 100, whatever, or you can actually put your own amount in there. Once you send that in, it'll send you a tax receipt. As soon as we get it and it clears, you'll get a tax receipt back to it. It is a taxable deductible spendage for you. So again, we challenge everybody, if there's any way you can, from $1 to $100 to whatever it may be, it all adds up, and we'd appreciate any help we can in this final push of trying to see this thing through.
Right, and there's also tax credits. We also can be selling tax credits as well. You can get in touch with Coach Davidson here, and he'll or our president Brad Bennett. There's money to be made over there. It's a win-win. You guys get, like you said, a tax break on this, and it supports us. So it was actually great. We appreciate all the supporters that over there. Mike, Coach, has named so many of them. We'd like to name you as well as you go in. So, it's great to have everyone involved.
Yeah, if you are interested in the tax credits, unfortunately they're only in Kansas. We wish we had some federal, but state tax credits, reach out to me or to the president or whoever. We'll get you to the right person. Email me at mike.davidson@sccc.edu. We'll get you to the right place, and we're going to have some more tax credits coming up after the first of the year to continue to keep working on. So things like that really help. I believe they're 60/40, so that helps out a lot on that. We've had some people here in town take advantage of that, and that's really helped us out. So if there's a way that you can do that and we can help you and you can help us at the same time, well, man, that's awesome. That doesn't come around all the time. But if there's anything we can do, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and jump online, email, and we'll answer any questions.
All right, Coach. Hopefully next time when we do this, hopefully on January 20th, this will all be covered up, and we won't just be seeing studs and framing out over here. We'll actually be seeing something that's actually really kind of finished. So, Coach, anything else before we go?
No, just want to thank everybody for it. Thank for all those who have helped and donated along the way. I know there's many people out there, more than we can name. But you know who you are. If you donated, we want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart. There's no way we could have done this without you. We appreciate your support, and this just truly shows how much baseball is loved in Seward County, for us to be able to do this with basically all the money right here. So that's just awesome, and we want to say thank you again.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate the time.
Appreciate it.